Hi, this is Dana Diorsi from CoachWithDana.com with this week's video success strategy. And these videos are intended to provide you with the marketing, productivity, and mindset tools you need to grow your business and grow your life. So this week I want to ask you a question. Are you operating as the CEO of your business? So this is an issue that I often see with my clients, is that they've started their own business, and when you start a business, there are so many things that you are ultimately responsible for. And typically, the clients I work with start their business as solopreneurs, so it's really just them. They're a one-man band, and they're doing everything. They're bootstrapping it, just in charge of everything from high-level strategy to ordering the office supplies. And so that's how most people start out, and that's pretty common. But along the lines, it's important to really start to see yourself as the CEO of this company that you're building. And there are three areas where I see this come up a lot. And so the first is what I just mentioned, that people are used to starting out as solopreneurs and they're in charge of everything, and they just continue to operate that way, even as they're getting more and more business coming in. That's just how they were used to operating, and they continue to operate that way. And so the first important thing that I work with people on is really making that shift where they let go of some of those administrative tasks, invoicing, bookkeeping, things of that nature to kind of start out with. So they have more time that they are freed up to do their client work and to get out there and market and network and speak and get more clients and more business coming in. Because you have a finite amount of time, right? And you want to make sure that as a business owner, you're using your time for revenue generating activities. And so, like I said, those are things that only you can do. So only you can get out there and network and meet people. If you're speaking, only you can do that. Working with clients, that's your sweet spot. So anything, you can do this as a gradual process. It doesn't have to be all at once, but one by one, looking at the list of all the activities you're working on, and just even starting picking one thing that consumes a lot of your time that someone else could do. It doesn't require your specific skill set and your expertise to do that, and start to kind of outsource that. And there are a number of different ways that you can do that. There are great virtual assistant services out there, a number of companies that you can work with these are people that work out of their homes and do administrative work virtually for you, and you interact by phone and by email. You can go to a website like Elance and find independent freelancers and contractors on a project-by-project basis to work on things. You might contact your local college and see if you could get an intern to come in, maybe there are even local people who are just looking for some part-time work, maybe 5 hours a week that you could arrange. They could even come in to your location and do some support work for you. So that's the first thing I want to talk with you about today. The second area where this is a concern is that because you're involved in all of the day-to-day in your business, someone is not thinking about the high-level strategy. So you're so consumed by all of the tasks that are on your plate and getting through everything that you don't have the time to really stop and think about the direction of your business, where it's going, looking at the numbers, being strategic, making strategic decisions. And so as you begin to outsource some of these things, you'll have more time for that. But even if you're not at a point where you're able to outsource, you do need to make sure that you make the time to stop, really look at your data, look at your numbers, the income coming in, the money going out, your conversion numbers, so you're able to make strategic decisions going forward, and you're looking at your overall plan and your objectives, and you're able to adjust those and have that sort of strategic thinking cap on. And the third area where I see this come into play is in terms of making decisions. So I actually just recently had this come up with a client. She had gone back and forth around her new tagline for her business, and she had come up with something that she was really thrilled about. And it wasn't even the one I suggested, but it really resonated with her. And so I said, you have to go with what resonates with you. So if that's what you love, go with it. And she had received some feedback from a family member who was a little concerned about it, and it made her second guess that. And so I had to, in one of our sessions, we kind of addressed this issue, and I said, stop for a second. You are the CEO of your business. And yes, it is so important to get external feedback and to get counsel through people like me, through coaches or whomever that you trust as your trusted advisors and people who have expertise in that area, and to get their input. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decisions that are best for you and your business. And think about it like the CEO of a major company. He has all of these usually consultants and advisors within the company who bring data and feedback and recommendations to him. But at the end of the day, he is comfortable saying, this is my company and this is the decision I'm going to go with. And so it's so important that you recognize that when you're making decisions. You have to do what's best for you. So I work with a lot of clients, and I can give them my guidance and my counsel and my advice based on my experience and what I've seen to work well and what I've seen as proven strategies that work for people. But if it doesn't resonate with them, it's never going to work. So just keep that in mind. Especially as there's a lot of information out there that you're probably absorbing, a lot of marketing tips, all of this, and it's all great and it's all good, but there's never a one-size-fits-all solution to every business. So what works well for one person might not be the best fit for you. Some people, just thinking about like hosting events. Some people love to have big, huge, fancy events and sponsors and multi-day things, and that works for them because that's their sweet spot. But some people prefer to have smaller, more intimate gatherings, and that's where they really shine. And so if you were, getting advice of this is the best way to get, bring in revenue and generate business, that's great for you if that fits for you. But if it doesn't fit for you, you have to have that inner confidence to say, thanks for that tip, thanks for that advice. That's not the direction I'd like to go in. This feels more comfortable for me. And to just have that confidence and that sense of yourself and what you really want your business to be about so that you can make those decisions. So that's my success strategy this week. I hope you liked it. And if you're not already on the list to get these videos in your email box on a weekly basis, I encourage you to go to my website at coachwithdana.com, enter your name and email, and you'll be added to that list. And until we talk again, this is Dana Diorsi from coachwithdana.com, encouraging you to build your business and live your life with clarity, purpose, intention, and conviction.